Čus, Hellstorme, nazdar, ahoj, ahoj. Tak, jdeme na jdeme tedy pokračovat v našem snažení tady. Asi jo. Jo, jede to. A jede to dobře, super. Parádně to šlape všechno. To je lepší, no, než řešit jako modama, tak to máš 100% pravdu. Docela šikovná utilitka, no. Pěkné.
Hey, no funny stuff with that boost.
Jo, právě no, to je super, že to jde zapnout. Ještě teda asi by se hodilo docela to pročko je docela užitečný, si myslím, tyjo. Docela o tom asi pouvažuju, protože, tyjo, pak to jde ovládat jako to. Ale já s tím mám zaplý jenom tu váhu, víš. No, já jsem chtěl tady ještě něco to vykrádat, abych mohl si zvýšit to, že jo, to odemykání a mohl krást ty lodě. Jo, to jo, ale platit se moc nechce, zase tak často ne... No právě no. Právě, že zase tolik často tyhle věci člověk nevyužívá. Tady bych se mohl naučit, co? Otevírat tyhle věci. Budu tady trošku krást? No, trošku, jo. Ale já si dám quick save. A zkusím to nějak to. Takže mám 7 těch honí, jo. Kolik tady potřebuju? Tady potřebuju pro 3. Pro 4, ty vole. Tady mi to... Toto je... Ne, toto není jasný. Toto mi nevychází, to není ono. Toto určitě není správný klíč. Tohle taky určitě není správný klíč. Tady jako... To je otázka, no. Tohle bude určitě správný. A budu mít vyřešený ale jenom tady tyhle 3. Tyhle 2 ještě musím vyřešit a ty bych mohl vyřešit tady tímhle, ano. Takže tohle bych měl pryč. Další vyřeším... A tohle nevyřeší nic. Ty vole. Tohle je prostě ze hry. Ty vole. Já asi to úplně neumím, jako no. Asi to úplně nechápu, ale dobře, budíš. Řekněme, že tohle, jo. Teďka tady tyhle 2 jsou jenom 2. Mám vlastně 2krát, dobrý. Takže můžu použít jeden z nich. To je v poho. Jo. Teďka to bude ale horší. Teďka mi tady nesedí nic z toho, ale. Tohle ale ne, tady bohužel ne. Je tako nevím, jako. Je to takový šílený, no, jako moc to neumím, tyjo. Tohle. A jak vyřeším ten zbytek, jako. Kdybych dal... Počkej, to je blbost. Kdybych dal tohle, tak vyřeším tady ty 2. Což není úplně ono. To, co jsi měl z začátku... A o 180. Počkej, kanin, který víš. Teď už jsem v prdeli, co? Teď. Yes, mám to. Vypáčit 5 zámků musím, abych toto odemčel. Kredity tady čornem, pohoda, vykradem banku. Ale radši udělám save normální. Jak kradu. Tak. No, já potřebuju právě dostat se na tu vyšší dovednost, abych potom už mohl krást ty lodě, no. A na té vyšší dovednosti by to mělo být snazší, že jo. Ty vole, tady mi to vůbec nepasuje. Vůbec ne, mi tady je prostě jeden ten. Tenhle taky ne. Jak to, že tady vůbec nepasují teďka ty klíče? Jako pasoval by tady jenom tady ten jeden, jo, zatím. Špatně. Dejme tomu, že pasoval by tady ten jeden. Tady by pasoval tady tento ještě. Dejme tomu. A co pak tady s těma dvěma? Jo, tam se nepohnu. Já pak nemám žádnej. No, teď jsem v prdeli, jo. Teď už jsem v háji, protože nemám jak to odemčít, že jo. Nemám jak. Teď baborať. Potřebuju sakra odemčít 5 těch, abych měl tu vyšší úroveň, že jo. Začínej vždy s těma, kde je nejvíc západek. No, jasně, no. Kde je nejvíc západek? To je třeba teďka, dejme tomu tady, ale vůbec mě nepasuje, jo. Ne, tady zase o jedno, jo. Prostě nepůjde, jo. Další docela slušný počet západek je tady. A počkej. Ha, tohle by šlo. Tohle by šlo. Tohle je OK. Teďka. Tady tohle. Mám jediná možnost je tady tohle. Fajn, dobře. Tak teď. Teď pojď. Tahle. Ne, tahle je OK. A zbydou mi tady ty vrchní, ale na to má málo. Tahle. Dejme tomu, zkusíme to. Blbost. Jsem si nevšiml, že je tam ta jedna ta... Ale moment. Heureka, dobrý, tyjo, hacker jak svině. Ještě 2 zámky potřebuju. Ty vole, dobrý. Ještě 2 zámky. Fuj. 4 západky. Ne, ty mě tam neklapnou, ty mě neklapnou nikde. Ale možná potom. Ne, tyhle jsou zbytečný. Takže pojďme na 3. Tohle ne. Tohle jo. Takže budou tady ty 3 a zbydou tyhle 2. A na 2 si poradíme tady takhle. Jo. Jdeme dál. Tyhle ty 3 a zbydou tyhle 3. Yes. Počkej, blbost, ne, dobrý. Tyhle 3, jasný. A zbydou mi tyhle. Ty vole, hacker jak hovado. Prémie, výborně. Byl jsem přistižen. Aha. Někdo mě viděl? Majitel. Vadí to, nebo to nevadí? Aha. Ty vole. A jsem v kriminále. Cože? Co se stalo? A zůstaly mi kredity? Počkej, kolik jsem měl kreditů? Načtu hru. Teďka nebudu doufám přistižen při kradení. Jako kradu, já vím, ale já kradu rád. Teď to vypadá cajk. Kolik mám kreditů? Kredity 84 000, dobře. A jsme v pohodě zatím, dobrý. Tak jdeme do stealthu. Tři. Tady je nejvíc, počkej. Tohle nám neklapne. Tyhle 3, ne, počkej, to nejsou, tady, ne, nejsou 3, kecám. Tady tyhle 3 a zbydou mi 2, ne, 3 tady tyhle zase, jo. Což by se dalo vyřešit, ano, takto. Ťuk. Který jsem to měl nachystaný? Já to měl nachystaný. Jo, tady, dobrý. Tak, super, teď jsou 3 vedle sebe. 3 tady. Nebo 2 a 1, ano. Tak tenhle je úplně pasé, jo? Ten nemá vůbec smysl, takže mám 3 možnosti. 1. Ne, tady ten taky ne. Jo, počkej, takže tady tyhle. Tyhle ty 2. To je blbost. Tyhle ty 2. To je strašný tohle. No, tak tady jsem špatně. Počkej, automatický slot, Bčko. Yes. Yes, dobrý, paráda. Kdo mě chytl? Stůj.
Gal Bank, your money is always safe. Always. Gal Bank makes personal finance easy. Money, as long as you have some.
Tak. Tohle ne. Tohle mi úplně nepasuje. Nepasuje mi to úplně vůbec nikam, sakra. 2 a 3 takhle bych potřeboval, jakože od sebe víc. Ale počkej, kecám. Podle mě ne, tohle ne. Tady mě zbydou tyhle ty 3. Dokážu to vyřešit? Nedokážu. A zbydou mi tyhle 2. Dokážu to vyřešit? Já myslím, že i jo. Výborně, takže dál. Toto je jasná věc. A zbydou mi tyhle 2. A 1. Zbydou mi tady 2 a tady 1. 2 a 1 byl kde? Počkej. Ne, to mi nevychází úplně. Ty vole. Tady to je docela jako nářez. Jako s tímhle moc možností nemám, kam jinam dát. Tak já to zkusím, uvidíme. A? Haha. A jsem v háji. A jsem docela v háji, hele. Se mi nelíbí. Nesnáším to páčení tady tohle, tyjo. To je tak debilní způsob. Mohli tam nechat to, co je ve Skyrimu, byl by klid. docela bych s tím byl spokojen, tyjo. Tak, znova, jo. Tady toto nic. A to... Tohle musí být ono. Jo, tohle bude ono. Tohle musí být ono. A zbydou mi prostě 2. Tohle musí být ono přece, ne? 3, zbydou mi 2. Tady pak potřeba... A co tam budu mít dál, jako jo? To mi vůbec mi to nevychází. Podle mě tohle... Jo, počkej, tohle by pak šlo. Takže další pokus, znova teda 3, 2, toto, paráda, ne, bo. Ty vole, to vypadalo tak nadějně. A... To vypadalo tak hrozně nadějně. Ne, tohle musí nějak vyjít, ne, tyjo. Počkej, hele, dobrý. Jsem... $86 000 kreditů. Vybral si tu horší cestu, ty vole. Ještě má to někdo problém? Ty máš problém? Ty vole, tady to vyčistím, to město, ty. Mě nebudou srát. OK, dost bylo bordela. Jdeme znova. A já nechci, aby nás viděli, jako... A teď to budu znova luštit, jak debil.
Haven't seen a lot fit that easily since I traveled with Vladimir Soul.
UC security, get back here.
You're under arrest. No sudden moves.
Nemůžu se vykecat z toho. 1000 kreditů, jsem ani neukradl. Počkej, a když půjdu do vězení, co se stane? Co se teda stane? Zaberou mi jako prachy, nebo co? Čau Níle, nazdár, ahoj, loading simulátor. 900 jenom za vězení, tak to se vyplatí, no, dobrý, no. Hele nic, já nebudu je tady pokoušet, evidentně se nechtějí nechat okrást, což není úplně fair. Ale dobře. Abych potřeboval je okrást, ale potřeboval bych je okrást. Potřebuji si odemčít to, bych mohl krást lodě. Jo. Tak co už? Tak co už? Naštěstí se mi to neseká, už to je v pohodě, ale třeba bych vyřešit tady tenhle ten můj malý problém s otevíráním zámku. No třeba najdu nějaký jiný, já potřebuji ještě jeden zámek. Hele co, tak při nejhorším bude pokuta, no. Zaplatím pokutu, tam bude nějaká to. Jo, cálnu pokutu, já to potřebuji odemčít. Prostě na ničem se naučit musíš, ne? Už se mi vykradl tady tolik, že jeden sem, jeden tam. Už přece nemůže vadit nikomu, ne? Musíte krást hodně, to je základ. Když kradeš málo, budeš mít problém. Proto musíš hodně krást. Jsem v pasti. Jsem v pasti. Prdele. Do prčic, to není pravda. Nemám kombinace, bohužel. To je škoda, no. Nainstaloval jsem znova toho formule, Níle. Ještě opráším formule, ale ty nový jsem nekupoval, 23. 22, jakože stačí. Víš, tak to je furt stejný. Tak, co teď? Podaří se to, nebo ne? Tohle je správný klíč. Zbývá mi tady ty 3 spodní. Jo. To by bylo. Tohle. A zbývá mi 2 tady, 2 tady. A nebo takhle ještě. Pozor. Tady a tady, jo. Ukradnu kredity, mám 86 093.
Is so satisfying, isn't it?
Já zkusím zdrhnout.
UC security. Stop right now. UC security. Get back here now.
Co když jim zdrhnu, budou v pohodě?
Stop in the name of the law.
New Atlantis security. Stop.
UC security. Stop
New
right
Atlantis
now.
security. Stop.
UC security. Get back here now.
UC security. Stop right now.
Barvičku, nazdár.
Security. Stop.
You're making things harder for yourself.
Stop in the name of the law.
UC security.
Don't be
Stop
stupid.
right now.
Stop now.
UC security.
New Atlantis
Get back
security.
here
Stop.
now.
Myslím, že doufám, že zapomenou na ty moje prohřešky tady. Já si počiluju tady nahoře, ono je to přejde. Doufám teda, ne? Co když se přemístím do jiné části? A nebo co když odletím úplně do prdele? Aha, já nemůžu rychle cestovat, dokud mě... Bounty je na mě, 14 stovek. Aha, už to chápu. Takže po mně půjdou vždycky, no. Ale 14 stovek obětuju, to je dobrý. Naučil jsem se páčit zámky a to je důležitý. A pak jsou ještě jiné věci důležitý a to je podstatný. Hele, vypáčit 5 zámků, to mám, nádhera. A teďka dám tady ten level. Pokusy tvoří zámky úrovně expert. Máte 3 automatické pokusy. Kroužky se změní na modré, když je možno nástroj vložit. Vypáčí 15 zámků, další skill, jo. Dobře, OK. Asi se nechám chytit a dát si prostě 14 stovek pokutu, to je ještě dobrý. Trošku jsem je prověřil, čau, ahoj, jo hele, v pohodě, buď v klidu, jo. Kreditů za ukradené věci, zabavený, jasný, zaplatím, není problém. Jo, ale v pohodě. Aha, já jsem měl trošku víc kreditů, to je jedno. To jsou malé věci. Mám odemčený, co jsem chtěl a teďka můžu krást ve velký. Pozor. Teď to pěkně přijde. Teď jsem čistý jako lidi a teďka můžu. Dobrý den, já si tady tak přičapnu tady. Dobrý den. Yes. Dva. Tyhle dva a tyhle dva. Jo. Yes. Teď už to bude snazší. A tam jenom jeden, hezký, dívej se. Teď už to bude easy. Yes. Tady nic není, ale. Skřínka na ukradené, aha. Ale v pohodě, nic se neděje. Jen jsem si tak procvičoval tady odemykání skříněk, není problém. Čau Jay, nazdar. Hele, no ale je to peklo stejně, hele, co ti mám říkat. Ale konečně se můžu pokusit ukrást nějakou loď, ne? Škoda, že nejde jako nějak naskillovat, že bys to měl pak jako jednodušší s tím, že máš vyšší skill, aby to bylo jednodušší v podstatě, až v podstatě skoro automatický po nějakým mega skillu. Ale to bych chtěl asi hodně. Potřeboval bych to, nějaký souboj ve vesmíru, tyjo. Já teďka se asi vykašlu na mise, nebo počkej, no, možná jo. Vymáhat budeme. Nevymáhat dluhy, to bude třeba dobré. A jdeme sem, jumpneme. Za jak dlouho bych tam doletěl, kdybych letěl takhle růčo? Stejně bych tam nedoletěl, stejně to musí přistát, jakože... A nejde rovnou prostě se tam nahodit do toho? Mě nebaví, že se člověk pořád portuje, jako jo. Kdybych si dal tohle, můžu se... Nozové volání? Jo, jdeme se podívat. Počkej, proč nemůžu přistát? Jo, aha, můžu takhle cestovat, já už jsem to asi trošku po to nevychytal. Jako mě na tom spoustu věcí chybí, jako jo, na tady té hře. Že si možná i raději zahraju No Man's Sky, když na to přijde.
You think this is bad? try suit walking on the exterior of a military ship during maneuvers.
I'm not afraid to use this to defend my home and my family. But you sure as hell don't look like any spacer I've seen before.
Je to hodně velký, no.
Easy there. But you came here. What, to help? Looking for some sort of reward?
Mám ráda odměny, ale taky ráda pomáhám.
I don't know what game you're playing, but I guess I'm in. Used to be 4 families that list helped set up stakes in this system. We rarely saw eye to eye in the best of times, and believe me, true, these ain't the best of times. Spacers started raiding, and it's been getting worse. Only a matter of time before they end.
Kdo by si chtěl usadit na takovéhle planetě, tyjo?
Unless you're willing to help some hard-working, pig-headed settlers out. The Wens and the Bandas are farmers like me. Jacqueline
Ale nevím,
and her
no.
daughter have some mining
Tyjo.
operation with dreams of hitting it big. I've tried in the past to get us to work together, but
Jako je to
you don't
fajn,
join list
je
unless
to
you
fajn,
have
ale
a
nejsem z
healthy
toho
dollop of
úplně
boxes.
odvázaný, jako. Takový jako...
The League of Independent Settlers. Good-meaning fools happy to set colonists up in independent space. The promise is freedom. True freedom. If you can fend off all the spacers and pirates the settled systems can throw at you. No arguments here. The spacers have taken out the family's list satellites, so we can't even talk to each other. Isolate and eliminate, a classic tale. You fix the Lopez satellite and I'll open a secure channel and we can sync up and get the lay of the land. And then get all of our satellites operational.
Připravte si odměnu.
Absolutely. I mean, don't expect much. Look around. Not exactly swimming in
Já chci to, já chci pak jako do těch volnějších věcí se spíš pustit, no, jako... Jo, zatím tě to samozřejmě furt tlačí do nějakých prostě questů, do toho všeho a tak dál. Ale mě láká samozřejmě... Mě láká ta volnost.
You, Captain?
To přesně chci. Ale pozor. To je level 18, jo? Mám pořád tu první loď, no, zatím. Co mám tady s tím dělat? Mám to nějak pozbírat? Počkej, já teď nevím. To je jedno, já jdu na další věc. Ty vole, co se stalo? Moje lodě v hajzlu. Aha. Jsem si nedal bacha na další to. Dobře, tak znovu a lépe, no. Znovu a lépe. Jo, jen aby si mohl pořádně dělat ty volné věci, tak si musíš nalevelovat, aby si z většinu možností mohl odemknout. Aha, jo, takže chceš v podstatě teďka spíš rašovat jakoby hlavní příběh, jo. Doufám, že nějakou novou loď teďka to, no, že nějakou třeba získá. Opravit loď, já jsem v prdeli, mám štíty v hajzlu. Hej, já jsem v prdeli, no. Jako proti těm lodím nemám šanci skoro vůbec. Sakra. Sakra. Mám hodně to, asi loď na houby, já nevím, tyjo. Ještě zkusím jednou. Štíty mám naplno, tak jako... Tam jich je trošku hodně, no. Počkej, štíty off... Protože mám štíty offline. Štíty jsou naplno. Po čem mám jít? Po čemu mám jít? Ty vole, dostávám nějakou bídu ze zadu. 68% štíty. 64, dostávám strašnou bídu ze zadu. No, tam je totiž... Tady jsem v háji, no. 3 na 1 a navíc, jo, takovýhle levely asi, jako jsem se trošku tady podělal, co. Teď jsem v háji, no. Jak to mám udělat? Jak to mám udělat, tyjo, takovýhle levely? Chci odletět pryč úplně odsaď do hajzlu. Kašlu na tuto misi zatím, jedu pryč. Jedu pryč, kašlu na to. Doufám, že budu moc nějak zmizet odsaď. Fuj. Zkusím zmizet. Jo, podařilo se mi, hurá. Ale mám z toho chuti nainstalovat to No Man's Sky, no, teda. Spíš. Na rovinu.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yugi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
A už se jdu na práci, já jdu po hlavním tom. Mám jít do té fyzické boxování, ne? Stealth. Hele, jako stealth se asi sakra hodí, přijde ukazatelské. Já nevím, jestli mám jít do stealthu, a stealth se asi hodí na všechno možný. Asi jo. Odemčeme stealth a udělat stealth útoky, proč ne? A tady o 10% budu mít víc hápek. To se taky hodí, že jo? Není co víc to... Co by se mohlo víc hodit? A takhle mám stealth pěkně. Ty už jsi to Jay dohrál jako příběh?
This isn't what I expected at all. It appears the flora they were using as decor has overgrown the entire embassy.
Pozor. Dáváš to pomalu, OK. Podíváme se tady na tohle z toho. Co pak si tady budu moct? Aktivujte věž. Chránit aktuálního uživatele, OK. Doufám, že jsem to úplně nepojebal, tady, když jsem to tady aktivoval vše možné. Ty vole, jsem se lekl. Hele, robot. Nebezpečí. Pozor, máme tam nějakýho robota. Co mám dělat? Zakázat věž? Věže jsou vypnutý. A to nebyla věž. Aha. Aha, máme tady ještě. Sakra, kam mám jít? To se mi úplně nelíbí tady. Teď jsem je deaktivoval ty věže. Nebyly náhodou deaktivovány ty věže? Ty vole, kurva. Aha, tak jo, no, dobrý, no. Tak dobře, no. Asi jsem se jenom splet, no. Takže znova, jak to tady bude? Zakázat věž. Věž je vypnutý, no. Dál, aktualizace parametrů. Bojové zábrany odstraněny. OK, no tak snad dobrý, ne? A nebo když co když aktivuju jakože věžičky povolený? Já teď nevím jako jestli... Minule byli neaktivní a šlo to po mně. Když dám tohle, tak uvidíme, co se bude dít. Já už nevím, já už tomu nerozumím.
Actually be more fascinating. Might as well take what we can. Another loser, another notch on my gun.
Aha. Tak věžky jsou jako ptička moje, dobrý. Asi. Takže věže to chtělo aktivovat. To je dobře. Umři. Tak jsem to zkusil a dát všechny lodě v simulátoru a on mi řekl ne 10, ale 3 roky. Než mi dají být. Aha. Hustý. Tak ty jsi dal fakt všechny, jo? Jsi dobrý. Ty vole. OK. Not friendly ta věžka teda úplně. Jo, ale na to jsem si zapl ten mod, jinak bych to nedal. Jo, jasně. Jsou v prdeli obě ty věže. Ukáž, co tady máme. Tohle je ten správný, jasné. Jako je to mnohem lepší, když to ukáže tady takhle. Tak je, ne, počkej. Jo, tak je to. Mnohem lepší, když to ukáže ty, aspoň ty správný. A tady mě budou chybět 3. To jsou 2 vedle sebe a takhle. Paráda jak svině. Takhle a 2. Hovno. 2 takhle. Ano, anebo 2, yes, no ne. No, jo. Ne. Jsem na tom nějak bledě, hele. Buď to tohle. Automatický slot. Tak. Ano, a teď tady tohle. OK. Super. Tak, a co tady máme? Stav bez signálu. OK, no. Tak to jsem sice vloupal. Ale řekněme, že mi to nic nedalo. Musím nahoru, jo. Už mi jde. Ty vole, ten... Na poslední má 4 lodě proti tobě a jde, když se správně zadrží energie, jo. Klavíška blbá. O co tady jde? Nemám šperháky už. Do prčic, já nemám šperhák. A dobrý. Dejme tomu.
Thanks for taking time to chat.
Co ono zase si
I really need a
pokecat,
friendly
jo.
ear right about now. I received a message from Constellation, and it's given me a lot to
Ty
think about.
vole.
No, it's nothing like that. It's just a list of requests. Things I would normally handle if I was there. But I'm not.
Ježíš, to je tak otravná, to je něco strašného. Jo.
You're not keeping me out here. I am. Just... Here. Let me explain. Before I joined Constellation, I served for 8 years as the head of the Navigator Corps, until the UC decided to axe the department.
Nevím, ty vole. Nevím, mě teďka úplně nezajímá, ale...
Had we notched some significant achievements, I'd agree with you. You see, the top brass demanded press-worthy discoveries to justify the spending, and money was tight after the war. Shutdown was inevitable. At the end of the day, I was in charge, so the blame obviously fell on my shoulders.
Blah, 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 blah.
Seriously? The Colony War, of course.
Okay.
You know, that little incident that caused the death of thousands of decent men and women as they squabbled over border disputes? That war. Yeah? You once told me that you favored the journey over the destination.
Co, nepůjdeme
So
to?
I'm
Hellstormy na
hoping you'll understand
Fortnite,
what I'm
jo?
trying to say. I failed.
Když už střílím, vole, tak si zastřílím ve Fortnite.
Exploring the stars, then pushing a pencil. Because of my lack of foresight, all I ended up with was a shattered division and a bunch of excuses. That depends on your definition of significant. Discover a rare neutron star, and no one cares. But slap a picture of a kooky alien life form on SSNN, and suddenly you're a goddamn rock star. It's all about the propaganda, what gets the people excited. That's what the United Colonies was focused on at the time. That's just it, though. They left me to my own devices, and yet I somehow screwed everything
Taky
up.
Starfield, pak jdu spát, asi zítra mám. Jo, aha, jo, takhle. Zítra je volno, tak můžeme pařit až do rána, ne?
Yes, maybe. Call it whatever you want. My drive, my initiative, my optimism. It's been my greatest strength and my worst nightmare. It elevates me to these positions of authority, but all I want to do is explore, not sit and make sure the accounts are balanced.
Ty vole, to je ukecaná, kurva.
Yes, exactly. If it's obvious to you, imagine how obvious it is to someone like Barrett or Mateo. Oh, they must be itching to replace me by now. God damn it.
Ty vole.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Oh, here you are trying to help me and I'm yelling at you. You have to understand. Once Aja retired, I lost the only person that gave a damn.
Počkej, vždycky to bude pro tebe, Sáro, la.
Look, it's clear that you have
Ale.
feelings for me. It's just... I've never had time for this sort of thing in my life.
Počkej, bude to jako
Please,
třeba v
it's not
tom.
you, it's me. I'm just not ready
Čekaj,
to get
no,
that
tlačí ti král,
close.
pozor.
I can't. Not now.
Bude to jako Mass Effectu.
Thank you for being there and listening. It helped. It really did.
OK. Se zvyžvanilo. Počkej, to si tady vezmeme nějaký věci.
If you're searching them, make it quick.
Aha. Ty vole, ti jsou táci drsní. Ty vole, ti jsou nějací drsní. Škoda, zasranej. Haj.
You're done.
Yes. No, pěkně.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
No tady něco stopím, hele. Žíravý bojový nůž, to chci. Děkuju pěkně. Ukáž, je to lepší než tady ten. Ale tenhle, no je, no nevím, ty vole, jako asi jo, ale 21, 20, hmotnost, no to zase jako je docela lehký. Tak dáme ten nůž a dáme ho na 5. Dobré. Jo. S někoho pobodám raz, dva.
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge and then silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly? Harmless spores, you have my word, but hard to navigate. Hence why I was guiding you through the intercoms to restore the environmental controls. And release me. It is the sap of the tree that gives it its... well, perhaps not a topic for this exact moment. But I must know of the rest of the city. Does it still stand? Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, hmm? And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably, hmm? Do I see this all clearly?
Dej mi kolik můžu vypadnout.
The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy, with little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Oh, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
Ty vole. Jako...
As the chair of Constellation, I take personal responsibility in vouching for this man's integrity. He'll keep his word.
Well then, I shall not fear. Please, follow me.
O, pecka.
Let's hope it still works. And there. Let it be used for good.
Pecka. Tak to bychom měli. Se vrátím, asi to nemusím procházet nějak složitě. Ty vole, tady je úkolů. No jo. No jo. A už bych se mohl konečně vydat krást nějaký lodě, ne? Ahoj Lukine, čau, jak se máme? Dobře, pohodička, co ty? Paráda, paráda. Čeká, jedu ten Starfield a pak si možná dám formule, pokud pojedou dobře. Myslím, že tenkrát si měl problém s volantem trošku, ale to vyzkoušíme. Vyzkoušíme to a dám pak asi formule. Jsem dlouho nic nejezdil. Pořádného, ale Lukine. Děkuju mnohokrát za 2 měsíce sabování tady, děkuju moc. Přátelé, velký hypec z Lukinovi.
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement. Dealing with the interests and egos of people who don't necessarily like you is rarely easy.
Obnovit takové legendy,
I
lol.
suppose that didn't stop you, did it?
Děkuju. Moc si toho
And now,
vážím.
I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
No, pohodička, máme kódy. Vezmeme, co je potřeba.
What? Oh, sorry, just...
No a snad teda nějaký rozumný vesmírný souboje konečně bych taky mohl jako objevit, protože zatím jsem si jich moc teda neužil. Takových jako vyrovnaných. Tak snad někde už bude. Asi budu jako tak random lítat a něco najdem, no. Já se mám jinak fajn, zrovna jsem došel z práce odpolední, no pěk. No. Tady je ten archív, hurá. No, skvělé.
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the station and we will go over the rules. Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin. You may proceed, Captain.
To šlo snadno. Už tam nesmí nikdy vrátit, jo. Pěkný. Kdybych to vykradl, jako. Dobrý den, co tady máte? Mají tady pěkný bordel. Nemám ty šperháky, tyjo. Potřebuju hromadu šperháků.
Yes? You needed something?
Okay, hello.
There you are.
Captain? Deputy told me what went down. Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Time for us to start getting some real answers. And figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready.
Ale asi můžem, no.
Yes. It will be. Percival and I have done our damage. This is us starting to put some things
Bez tak
right.
nás pojebou, to je
So with
úplně
the data out of
jasný.
the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your
Občanství,
citizenship.
no, výborně.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
No, tak ještě občanství tady si vyřešíme, dobře. Skočíme si pro občanku.
It won't take long.
Budeš lítat? Nějaké novinky? Hele, tyjo, no. Taky no, jsem letěl nedávno, 1 let pěkný.
All right, Captain. Are you
No.
ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies?
Výborně.
It doesn't. We don't really care where else you might have been or might become a citizen. Once you earn your
Jo,
place
je
in
to
the United
tak, no,
Colonies,
určitě.
it's yours. Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good.
To jak jsem tady kradl a
Will you
loupil,
carry
nebo
and
co má na
cultivate
mysli?
these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
Jo, když se ti to líbí.
Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship
Občanka,
dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're
Kredity,
approved to purchase property.
občanka.
Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
Jasná páka.
Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
No, výborně. Další kredity, tak se mi to líbí. A jdeme krást lodě. Tyhle, tady půjdu počorovat nějakou loď. Ale teďka především chci jít do té realitky, ne? No, výborně, tak skočíme na realitku. Koupíme si tady bývák. Při troše štěstí. Kolik máme peněz? Dobrý, 101 000. Pohoda. Tak mi nějakou špeluňku dej. A ukáž, co tam máš.
I'm Zora, and I'm here to help with whatever you may need.
Nějaký byt pro mě zdarma, nějaký sociální.
Looking to settle down or move up in the world or just window shopping?
Hele.
I don't blame you. It's a lovely city. The crown jewel of the UC. I'm here if you have any more questions or if you'd like to look at properties.
Jo, ale...
Well, first of all, let me just say congratulations on becoming a United Colony citizen. Let's see what we have available. Right now, I've got a little place in the well that's up for grabs. Needs some work, and the location is less than ideal, but it's a foot in the door, so to speak. I have a penthouse apartment in one of the residential towers. I forgot. Government has dibs on that one. Well, if it comes back on the market, I'll let you know.
Tak penthouse nebude, jo? Dobře, okay.
Sound like something you're interested in?
Hele, 30 000 kreditů. Pojďme si koupit ten byt za 30 000, co?
Great. It's very cozy. I'm sure you'll love it. I'll just process the transaction.
No, tak mě zajímá teda, kde ten barák je, tyjo.
And the apartment is all yours. Congratulations. Oh, don't I wish. Between UC regulations and demand here in the city, I haven't had a chance to branch out yet. But you best believe I'm keeping an eye on the situation and actively lobbying for a little more leeway.
Okay.
Enjoy your time in New Atlantis.
Tak, jsme tady majitelé nemovitosti, tak se na to jdem podívat, ne? Jdeme se podívat na náš house.
Hun's Roost sure makes a great steak.
To bude kouzelné místo určitě. Hned tady u metra, to je ono, to je ono. A tak to není špatný. Dobrý den. To je celý? Nebo to je jenom výtah, tyjo? To je jenom výtah. Fuj, jsem se lekl, vole, že budu bydlet, vole, ve výtahu, vole. Jak v Boratovi. Moc pěkný pokoj. Já mám židli. A mně se tady asi nelíbí, tyjo. Mně se tady asi úplně nelíbí, tyjo, taková stopa. Za 30 táců. To je hodně divný místo. A tak mají tady bar. Tady je můj byteček, jo. Tak ukáž. To je ono. Mám balkonek, jo. Výhled krásný tady na ten binec. To jsou věci teda. Oči zavřu. Ukáž. No, není to úplně největší. Hajzlík. Sprcha, ale OK. Já myslím, že si tady zvyknu. A jak to vybavím, jako nějaký vybavení nebo něco? No to jsou věci. 30 táců za takovej hnus, jo? Ale tak, bydlíme ve městě. Já myslím, že bych teďka mohl jít krást nějaký ty lodě, ne? To už myslím, že potřebujeme něco takového. Jdeme zkusit něco počvorovat, nějakou loď. No, i když ne tady asi, co? Na nějakou planetu zaletíme a tam budeme asi krást. Přesně. Lepší tady v té lodi, než tam v tom bytě, tyjo. Takový dobrá popelnice. Taky je to dobrá popelnice mezi námi. Pojďme něco prozkoumat tady v tom vesmíru. Kde se usadíme? Hele, co je tady? Civilní základna. Tady jsme byli nebo nebyli? Jdeme trošku ještě si pocestovat, ne? Tady někde. Úroveň 1. Zkusíme tohle. Tak, hned jsem tady, jo? Jsem zpátky. Čau Sleku, nazdar. Jak je? No hele, tak zkusíme, počkej, já zkusím ještě něco najít, jak to... Krik systém, jo. Sem se musím dostat, jo, bezvadný. Tyba, to už nějaká vyšší úroveň, ale docela velká. OK, nebudeme to hrotit. A zkusíme to tady teda, jestli tady něco je. A tady nechci být, já chci jít ještě kousek dál, tady. 20. Tady. Zkusím sem. A tady kde se dáme? Hvězdná stanice. Hvězdná stanice. Zkusíme někdo tady něco najít, hele. Kde tady můžeme přistát? Opuštěná farma, Zaletíme si tam. Jde tam jsem v práci, do pivka a pak uvidím. Či domů nebo pokračovat. Jo, takhle. Já hraju Starfield Warfičku přes Game Pass normálně. Tyvo, že bych se to přidal k pirátům, tyjo, nějak. To jsem se přidal. Grundwork quest.
Services. Now, if there wasn't anything else, I'd suggest you move out.
Deep cover.
To your rope. Oh.
Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't keep me waiting.
Services. Services. Now, if there wasn't...
Musím se podívat teda, co k tomu vede. Jo, zkusím tohle. Zkusím tohle, bude prdel. Aha, tak proto to máš na Steamu přání. Jo, je to tak, no. Já to mám právě Game Passu, říkám, zbytečně zatím to kupovat, vyzkouším, jaký to je. A pak to dám to, pak možná, a uvidíme, to Game Pass bude bohatě stačit. Ale... Wow, hezké. Ty vole. Jak to mám přistát? Kde mám přistát? Spíš to rozbiju tady. Tady nejde jako přistát normálně. Já musím zas... Proskenujeme ještě. Kde je moje loď? Aha. Co mám dělat? Aha. Ne. To je divný. Jak se dostanu to, nebo co mám dělat? Jo, vraťte se... Dělám procesoru. Tomu úplně nerozumím. Co mám tady jako dělat? Ha? Jak tady přistanu? Co mám tady dělat? Já tomu nerozumím. Oh, bože. Nevím. Nevím, jak to udělat, tady ten quest, jako do prčic. No, zkusím přistát a uvidíme. Tady, zpátky asi. Zkus E a pak dok... Aha, díky. Zkusím tam zadokovat, no, u nich uvidíme, jestli tohle třeba nepomůže, když se portnu sem. Ne, tady jsem jenom tady na té prdeli, já musím tamhle. Hele, dobrý, ona ta loď už přistála. Ne, nepřistála, to je moje loď, aha. Jsem myslel, že už jo, a ono nevadí. Ale asi jo, Ečko a pak zadokovat. Vlastně jo, když zaměřit, já to nezaměřil. Pravdu máš. Aha, počkej, něco můžu tady ukrást. Je to ukradení hodné, je to lepší, ukáž. Je to větší než ta naše, nebo lepší. To je jedno, ukradnem, no větší to asi není, ale ukradnem to. Má to nějaký mocný děla, ukáž, pojď sem. Počkej, já si napřed tady uložím, ať mě neodvezou, tyjo, někam pryč a neznásilnějou. Ne, já nemůžu ani teďka normálně se k tomu dostat tady. To je divný. Nemůžu ani takto tady krást, no tak se asi stalo, no. No asi nejde, no, všechno. Škoda, chtěl jsem jim to ukrást. Nevadí. Dneska se krást nebude. Zajímavý, že to by to šlo, tyjo.
All right, let's get this crate into space.
Ale já všech 6 lidí ukradl někde uprostřed ničeho. Jo, to je, hele, to je možná, že to bude mít nějakou ochranu, no. To je jako dost pravděpodobný. Dok, jasný. Máš pravdu, jsem úplně zapomněl na dokování. Žádný zaměřování. Přidáme se k těm pirátům tady. Čau.
Welcome aboard the UC Vigilance. Did you have any questions before I escort you to the commander?
No.
Yeah, listen to him carefully. The commander's a one-and-done kind of officer. In other words, he hates to repeat himself. Other than that, just observe standard military decorum, and it should keep you from serving any time on the ship's cleaning detail. I'm not authorized to divulge information about this vessel. Suffice to say, it's one of the toughest ships in the UC's arsenal. All right. This way, please. So, you're the vanguard that took down that terramorph on Tau City. You've made quite an impression around here. Everyone upstairs is...
Oh, damn cold here. Going to need a hot cup of coffee after this.
Must have been one hell of a firefight. I almost regret missing out on all the fun. Of course, we don't normally see that kind of action on the Vigilance, but we have our moments.
Nechceš pokračovat? Chůzi, běž.
Hello.
Welcome aboard the UC Vigilance. Did you have any questions before it? Of course.
Yes, what?
Jsi nějak zadrhl týpek.
All right, Vanguard. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Akande should be waiting for you. Good luck.
Snad nebude na straně, že se mu tam to boural do lodí pořád.
Yes?
Nazdar, šéfy.
Okay, hello.
Ah, there you are. Commander Kibwe Kande, UC SysDev. Glad to have you aboard. I was beginning to think you were having second thoughts about Commander Tuala's offer. UC SysDev is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle big picture stuff, we deal specifically with pirates. Since you're already involved with the Vanguard, I don't have to underline how important your contribution will be to the security of our spaceways. It appears he's certainly picked the right person for the job. So, now that you're part of the team, allow me to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance, SysDev's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on the front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. That's right. So it'll be your job to convince this person that you're the real deal. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. Eager to get going? Good. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down.
Dělám ten pro peníze.
I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control. To put it simply, you can't go into every situation with guns blazing. Think before you act. Calculate what you're doing and pull the trigger only when it's absolutely necessary. At the end of the day, your primary goal is taking down the Crimson Fleet. That's the greater good. The Crimson Fleet doesn't follow the rules. They only abide by one thing: money. All of their morals and social graces fall by the wayside in pursuit of their greed. At first glance, this can appear quite enticing, so I'm warning you not to get lured into their trap. Think you can handle that?
Ne. Ale řeknu ti, že jo.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Vím.
Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck. All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's been privy to some seriously shady deals. She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got. For your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies. Basically, if you land in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines.
Tak to dík, ty vole.
That's easy to answer.
Žádné nebudou.
We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own. Dismissed.
Okay.
All right, we don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood? Well, since it isn't every day we stumble across a criminal's fully written confession, we need to build a case against our suspects. The more evidence we acquire, the stronger our case becomes. And knowing the Crimson Fleet, they'll leave plenty of evidence for you to find. I'd scour every inch of wherever the Crimson Fleet sends you. Otherwise, you're wasting our time and risking your neck for nothing. Criminals are sloppy. Look hard enough and I'm certain you'll stumble across their mess. Rationalize it however you like, but that evidence is critical to the success of Commander Akande's operation. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard.
Okay, okay, okay.
That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, there's one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts.
Nepotřebuji placení za to, že dělám správnou věc.
Commander Akande came up with the idea. He was concerned you might not help us simply because it was the right thing to do. All right. We've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed. Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned. Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake. Let me know if you need anything else.
Dobrý. Jdeme tam. To zní jako plán.
Fun? Now what?
Sidonia can have a depressing effect on her.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy. And by sensitive, I'm guessing you mean something you don't want UC Security sticking their noses into. I can probably help you with that. What have you got for me? I'm not talking price until I know what the hell I'm buying. Whoa, way too hot for me. That stuff is nothing but bad news. Why don't you take your shipment and try somewhere else?
The Trade Authority turning away contraband? Now I've seen everything.
All I'm going to point at is the ceiling, with my middle finger. Get that stuff out of here before UC security catches on. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit.
No. Ty vole, cože? Ty chceš po mně?
Sure, go ahead. You shoot me and the TA will have bounty hunters on your ass before you even get back to the spaceport. Listen, love, I've heard it all. Threats bounce right off. So either cough up the finder's fee or try and sell that shipment on your own.
Ty čupko.
You must be new at this game, love, so I'm gonna let that one slide. In our business, nothing gets done until money is exchanged, even if that means leaving a credit on each and every rung of the ladder as you climb your way up. Well then, we have nothing left to discuss, do we, love?
Čau.
Be seeing you soon. Can I help?
Ani nebudu platit. Odmítám.
You bring me that finder's fee, or you here?
No, to se dá dělat, no, tak to zaplatím, že?
Funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
Well, well. It appears she suddenly remembers everything. How nice.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business.
Šupko, jednoho za tě zabiju, počkej. Okay.
Work in the deep mines. That's where you make the big bucks.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first.
Cože, už zase?
You're a clever one, aren't you? Let's just say I have a certain influential affiliation. And leave it at that. Basically, you want that Aurora moved, I'm your guy. Yeah, well, she isn't running the show here. I am.
Well, this is utterly ridiculous. Do we really have to jump through these hoops to get what we need from you?
Lady, if you want me to move that shipment for your pal here, you're going to do whatever the hell I want. You got that? Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back.
Ty vole, ti otravují, zastřelím ho, vyberu peníze, že jo. Ještě teplé mrtvolí, vole.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hang on a second. No one said anything about killing. All I said was, I want my money. How you handle that is up to you. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
Ježišimarja, to je vole zase o kohoutkově a slepičce, ty vole tady to.
I can never leave these people. Their continued success is my life's work.
Teď budu běhat jak ocas. Tak prostě buď zaplatí, nebo ho sejmu. Nazdar, ty močko.
Something I can help you with? Hey, slow down. I don't even know what you're talking about. Of course I owe money. Unless you're independently wealthy. Everyone's in debt nowadays. I owe Deimos. I owe my landlord. I owe Galbank. Heck, I have a tab at Parsec Deep at Cespear. It's an endless list. So why don't you just leave me here? Let me get drunk and find someone else to bother. Okay?
No.
Adler, you said? Nope. I think you have me mixed up with someone else. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to go home, wash off the dust, and relax. This has been fun, though. Whatever.
Že jsem vás poznala, jsem si tady... Ty vole mě... To no, ten... Překlad takový divoký, no.
Hey now. Take it easy there. Let me think about that person you mentioned. Adler, was it? Hmm? Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah, sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally.
Úplně asi nebude stačit, kamaráde.
Come on! Give me a break! What the... Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right?
Perhaps he's already been through enough.
A nebo taky ne.
What games? Why are you doing this to me? I don't have the money.
Hele.
Sure. I guess I could ask for a 7-day shift. I don't know.
Přesně.
Why the hell would I deplete my savings? To pay off a stock like Adler Kemp? Come on!
Ale...
I suppose. It's just that... Well... I didn't have much of a choice. Please. Tell Adler I'm sorry for trying to wiggle out of the debt. I didn't have much of a choice.
No prosím, prachy jsou tady, tak se mi to líbí a pakže nemá, ty vole. Pakže nemá. Prolhaní parchanti jsou to. Ty vole, asi nemůžu najít úplně správnou cestu. Tady ještě nahoru dál. Jo, tudy.
Have something for me? There, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message? Nice, nice. You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that. You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more. You think you can handle running with my, associates?
Mhm.
If you haven't figured that out by now, then maybe you aren't cut out for our line of work. I'm interested? Come on. You're not shopping for real estate here. I'm offering you a crack at some real money. So can you handle it or what? That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
Let's go.
The miners pretty much run the lower levels.
Ty vole, ty loadingy mě zabijou. Těžký loading simulátor.
Up the engines.
Your life on that? Because the only way out of our organization is with a warhead up your grav drive. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you? There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead.
Okay.
Kill Rake? That's your only option? If you want my advice, there's only one way to guarantee he dies. Turn the Ragana into space junk. Only way to be sure.
GTAčko. Připomíná. Jako čím myslíš?
It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long.
So that's the notorious Nova Mora. I have to say, if she's the finest that the Crimson Fleet has to offer, joining them might be a terrible mistake.
Rake used to run with the fleet. Hell, I'm the one who vouched for him in the first place. Back then he had a different name and a different identity. He was a damn good earner too. Brought in a ton of creds. Everything was fine until he wanted out. So he ran. And nobody, I mean nobody, runs away from the fleet. I've been tracking Rick for months. He's making it tough, not gonna lie. He changes his location and identity so often, it's costing me a small fortune just to keep tabs. But you know what? It's worth every damn cred. He's made me look like a fool in front of Delgado, and I'm gonna have his head on a pike.
Okay. Co chce?
This is Dmitry Moldavsky, pilot of the Ragana. All right. And what are your intentions with these crewmen? Oh God, I do not know.
Keep in mind, we're not threatening to board you. We're asking. The distinction is rather important.
Well, normally I would say no, but...
Tak, pěkně se tam vloudíme a vymlátíme je tam všechny, ty.
Alright, you can dock. We will talk then.
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Time to get this. We should have it when you have the time, of course.
Ty vole, ta už mě štve.
I have an important personal decision to make.
Ježišmarja.
But I need to discuss something with you first.
Okay.
No, not at all. This is something that's been weighing on my mind for a long time. I was hoping if I talked about it with you, I could get your opinion. That's all.
Okay.
Phew, thank you. So, where to start?
Before I was with the Navigator Corps, I was career military, part of the United Colonies Navy. When the Colony War broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship, the Dauntless. In my case, I was third in command, which has a lot to do with the story. There was a particularly
Ty vole, zase ty historky.
We were fighting over a world in the Eta Cassiopeia system. Worst fighting I'd ever seen. We lost 12 ships that day. 12. Including my own. Economic reasons. Several of the worlds in the Cassiopeia system were mineral rich. Both sides wanted to drop refinery outposts on the surface to bolster their supply. With hundreds of lives lost on both sides, I'd argue there were no winners at all. Now let me finish. The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day, which put me in command. A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship, but I was so angry. I wanted to stay. I needed to fight. I believe you. But you haven't heard the worst.
Ježíš, tak vykládej, ty vole. Sní to jak sklupaté
but the
deky.
damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship and the crew piled into the escape shuttle. As the shuttle launched, I could see it was damaged. I heard screams before the radio cut. The last thing I saw, they were spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface.
Ty vole, proč mi to vykládá?
There was nothing I could do.
Asi ju pobodám, tyjo.
Thank you. But condolences can't reverse what
A to
I've
se
done.
vyser, to je jedno.
I was caught up in the moment. An inexperienced captain making rash decisions that cost people their lives. Yes. They expected to serve on the best ships, with the best captains. The crew of the Dauntless had to settle for
Ty vole, už fakt jí mám plný zuby, ty vole, tady. Tu už se povozit nebudu.
The United Colonies gave me a medal. Can you believe that? A damn medal. I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial.
Ty vole, to je tragédka, vole, to je taková tragédka toto, ty vole. Mě bys nedal, že si dostal takovou medaili, vole. Ty vole.
Bad luck. That sounds familiar. You once told me, no matter how hard you fight, there are some battles you simply can't win. I wish I had heard your advice long ago. Don't you get it? Everything I do, everything I touch, somehow.
To je strašný, ty vole. Fakt taková tragédka hrozná, ty vole. Všichni jsou takový, jo. Ty vole, to je banda tragédů tady, vole, v tom. Jako já jí dám kulku mezi oči, vole, to bude jí líp normálně.
After everything you've heard, all my stories, you still have faith. No one's ever cared about me this much. Not even Aja.
Flirt. Jsem na tebe zamilován, Sarah. Ty píč.
I've spent a lot of time thinking about us, about our relationship, how we've clearly become close.
Dostane popícháno a pak půjde z lodi.
I practiced what I was going to say when the moment was right, and now that it's here, my mind's gone blank.
Máš velkou díru, ale...
Look, you deserve the best. Someone who can give themselves to you entirely. But right now, I have too much baggage. Too much on my mind. I hope you'll forgive me for pushing you away. I just need time.
Konečně mi dá pokoj. Ty vole, dobrý, čau, no hurá, ženská jedna, praštěná, ty vole. Fuj, to bylo zas náročný s ňou. Co je, mě chceš pobodat, nebo co tady? Tě pobodám do krku.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece. That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about? You are asking me to betray my own crew.
Ty vole. To bude těžký.
I do not know who to believe. But you would not have come all this way if you were lying. Maybe so. But that does not make it easy. All right, I will do it. I've got no love for the fleet. And if Rake was one of them, my loyalties with him end.
No, výborně.
If I do this, you have to promise to spare the rest of the crew and leave the supplies for
Jo, ale v pohodě, to ti můžu slíbit.
Unbelievable. It is either you or all of us, Austin. I'm sorry.
Cut the crap and just admit it. You're a coward. You know, I almost bought it. All that crap about helping people and making a difference. But at the end of the day, you're no different from the fleet. When push comes to shove, you only care about yourself.
Ty vole, jako pobodaj. Ty vole, já jsem levej. A je po všem.
See if they've got any weapons or ammo.
What an awful situation. I don't know if I even blame Rake after what the captain said.
Nedostanu se do kompu, to je mrzuté. To je mrzuté.
Was Austin really a member of the fleet? But he seemed so normal.
Was Austin? This is terrible. What an awful situation. I don't know if I even blame Rake after what the captain said.
Já chci dál se dostat, no tak asi ne, no, tak zaletíme do prdele odsaď, no. Co už? Zemřeli tam oba, vole. Je vystaráno. Ještě tam mohla zahučet ta typka, tyjo. To je ta loď? No a myslím, že když to rozstřílíme, tak to bude v pohodě, ne? Ukáž. Dáme tady F5 a jdeme je rozsekat. Co jim vyřadíme první? Toto je moco motory, nebo co? Počkej, co jsou motory? Co jsou motory? Ale napřed jim vyřadím zbraně a pak se s nima můžu hrát. Aha. Jasně. Ty vole, se snaží uniknout, jo? Tak pojď. Ty vole. Tak jsou v háji. Mě moc nepovedlo, no. A tak co už. Měl jsem jít po těch motorech, no. Ty vole, nemám štíty. Kurva. No, tak tady jsem skončil. To nebylo dobrý. Moje lodě úplně to na prd. Špatný, špatný. Trošku tady přesíla, ne? Ty vole. Já si prdel. Jsem taky v prdeli. Není dobrý. Ne, prostě dostávám hrozný bomby tady. Proč ty vole takový bomby? To mi nejde do hlavy. Pojď. Hej, jo, potřebuju. Větší lasery, tak. Tady do nich vlítneme. Tak. Ty vole, do nich napral. Ředíme zbraně. Tak, potřeba bych se dostat na lodi na ně. Jak se můžu nalodit k ním, sakra? To není dobré. První je zničit motory, jo? OK. To je toto, ne? To už bude na sračky. A tady ty zbytky, jak je vezmu, jak je naberu, ten jejich materiál, co tady měli. To jak to naberu? To úplně zapomněl, tyjo. Jestli vůbec jdou tam nějaký věci, jako z toho nabrat. Mělo by to jít, ne? Aha, tak to nebylo ono, nevím, tyjo. Označený, no, takže to. Musím takhle označit a uvidíme. Hele, jo tady, struktura. OK, už jsem to pobral. Oni mají jen takhle věci u sebe, jako... Nic extra. Kredity, no hezký. Tak. Docela dostala bídu.
Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate. Huh. No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but at least you got the job done. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear? Yeah? Last person who said that was Rake. So
Už si jednou nohou robě, to potěší.
Now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
Okay. Já se nechci hlásit na lodi, já jim na to hlášení kašlu. Jo, a nebo musím? A jo, počkej. Asi musím. Co se dá dělat?
It's a shame the United Colonies built such an impressive ship for battle, instead of using it for exploration.
Back in basic training, I had the record for fleet kills.
I hope I'll be able to see him next time we're on shore leave.
Hey. Do you have anything to report? We received word you boarded the Ragana. I don't care if Rake was with the fleet. The pilot and his crew were not. What you did was uncalled for.
Ale.
You coerced the pilot into taking a crew member's life. He had no choice but to comply. You cannot simply pass off the burden of the job whenever it suits you. Understood?
Ani ne.
The Crimson Fleet is motivated purely by material wealth. Bloodshed is typically a side effect of getting what they want. I believe you're fully capable of avoiding the need to take a life. But if it jeopardizes the mission, we'll evaluate when the time comes. Well said. Let's hope the next time your actions match the integrity of your words. Now I want to make this crystal clear. You do what you can to stay in the fleet, but there's an ethical line we cannot cross. Do something like this again, and you're out. Permanently. But for now, we will continue with the briefing. Were you at least able to join the fleet? It's a dangerous plan. And you came awfully close to killing more than just Rake. Thankfully, you at least managed to spare the rest of the crew. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on a good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet. The woman has a record that could stretch across Sol and back. She started young as one of Neon's street rats, and worked her way up to second in command.
Tyjo, to už je 1:30.
She's a force to be reckoned with, so don't underestimate her. Yes, you passed your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? Strange. She must want to vet you some more. Still, it should only be a matter of time before they invite you to the Key. That's likely where you'll meet Delgado.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
Agreed. The last thing we need is to infiltrate the fleet, only to be kicked out because we've underestimated one of their people.
I don't disagree. But it's important to know your enemy, and the best way to defeat them. In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the Key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
OK, tak zase jdem pryč od nich.
Howdy.
When you're ready to launch.
Jak se tam dostanu? Neprozkoumaná trasa.
Transport to unknown vessel. Please acknowledge. This is a commercial passenger transport liner wanting to alert you about hostiles in the system. You and me both. Us friendlies have got to watch each other's backs out here. Safe travels, stranger.
Tam přistaneme, podíváme se, co tam je. Už bych se mohl nějakou tu loď někde čornout lepší, protože tady s touhle fajtit. Ty vole, tam nestihnu doběhnout. A nestihnu. Pokud poletějí pryč. Už odletělo? Nebo to přistálo tamhle na tom? No mi to přistálo tady nahoře. Aha. No pojď.
Don't leave any of that behind. You're a damn joke.
Ty vole, já mám nabito. Stůj! Škoda. Počkáme si, jak přiletí další. Ahoj Spartané, nazdar. Jak se vede? Ty vole. Půjdeme do toho, počkej, fyzicky, no mohli bychom tady. Do tohohle jít. Tohle určitě povýšíme, jasný. V čem je ta hra? RPGčko vesmírný. Tady by se mi líbilo. Zničte 5 nepřátelských lodí v režimu cíl. Tak to udělám, to bude dobré. Manévrovatelnost lepší. Zničte motory. Na PlayStation to není, no, to ne. Dáme naplno tady tohle prostě. Pozor, co tady máme dál? Tohle rozhodně. Potřebujeme loď vymaxovat. Pořádně do lodě to narvem. Nějaký moduly. Nevím, jaký pak budu používat tyhle, ale... Dobrý, zatím to necháme takhle. Přiletí nějaká loď, nebo nepřiletí teda? Jak to je? Mohlo by se tady něco ukázat? No tak. To byla taková pěkná loď velká. A houby z toho. Jo, no, je to docela náročný. Tak se pojďme zatím asi dovnitř. Já nic moc tady není. Jdem ven. Nic tady není. Mám tady čekat na nějakou loď. Docela bych to uvítal. Tak asi ne, no. Tak jdem dál.
Off right away, or do you need a little bit of time?
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Tady nějaká základná, tak. Ty vole, tady je docela jako radiace, no. Moc tady toho nelítá. Uděláš někdy sub? Spartiane neudělám, já jsem je zrušil na Twitchi. Musíš přijít na kick, pokud chceš subovat. Já na Twitchi končím. A přecházím na kick. Já jsem měl suby, porušil jsem to, ukončil jsem smlouvu s Twitchem. Nevím, co tady chci, ale jdu se podívat. Na YouTube stejně jako tady, Groldir. Tady je odkaz, kde je úplně všechno.
Always looking for the next. Does the UC really think this death scares us? Nobody glad you in the fleet. If you weren't, I would have killed you already.
As long as the credits keep rolling, nobody can stop the Crimson Fleet.
Přesně. Něco přiletělo? Jo, děkuji, Spartane. Díkes.
If this laboratory is run by the military, they're not going to let us tour the place without an escort.
No nic, já chci asi zase dál pryč, protože jako... Co tady? Můžu se posunout dál, nebo... Jo, hele, můžu, tady. Ne? Jo, tady můžu jumpnout. Postupně se předjumpuju tam, kam potřebuju. Systém. Další, tak pojďme ještě dál, jestli můžeme skočit. Jestli můžeme skočit rovnou dál. Ne, musíme tady přes toto. Díky Spartane za odběr na YouTube. Díkes. Já musím, aha, gravitační. Tohle musím zapnout, no jo, lazy trošku stáhnem, šup. No. Pustý. Pecka. Jdem zadukovat na jejich stanici, hurá.
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new roof.
Hey, steal from me and get caught? Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener. The hell took you so long? Forget how to grav jump or something?
Never apologize. Not if you want anyone in the fleet to respect you. And if they don't respect you, put a gun to their head and they'll get the message. But, all that aside, you made it. So now, you get to hear a nifty history lesson. Pencils ready? Good. This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together. You think? And that's only part of it. I'll let Delgado fill you in on the whole story. He tells it better anyway. But I can give you the short version while we walk the station.
Story time? How delightful.
No, výborně.
Anyway, I'll tell you all about the Key. But it's better if I show you too. Follow me. All right. History time. So, the Key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock. The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, Lock, Key. Cute, huh?
Tyjo.
Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the Key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you, always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the Lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the Key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the Key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the Key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss. On the right, you've got Bradley from the Trade Authority. I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Misra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the Last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station. The Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
No nic, ty já půjdu spát asi už. Hele, lidi, mějte se, zítra dáme pěkně streamec, delší, odpočatý budu, takže to bude fajn. Mějte se hezky, přeju vám dobrou noc, čau čau.